Right. It is.
Hang on, I'm just gonna send Zach the name of our channel in case he wants to watch.
I thought he was already following our channel.
I think he is, but I'm not sure.
Anyway, there we go. We're at 15 seconds. So hello everybody. After yesterday's depressing ending of Persona 4 Golden, I am currently replaying the game to get to the point of where I was yesterday, so that...
Oh my god, my phone signal is so bad. It, like, took genuinely 30 seconds for it to send that fucking text message. Sorry.
Oh, yes, we can see your chat. Only just, though. So, when you haven't played Space Marine 2.
I hate Space Marine 2 on a deep level, but I won't go into it because it makes me very angry. But I hate that game a lot.
For reasons that aren't the game.
Yeah, for reasons primarily that aren't the game. Like, the gameplay of the game is solid. The story is really, really bad. But that I won't go into too much. But it's mostly for reasons outside of the game itself that I hated. But I do not like that game. Very pretty, though.
Very pretty. So what's your level in this game?
Well, I don't play the online because this is being played on a PlayStation 3, so the servers for the online of this are completely dead. But we're on part 2. Although I've played this game through so many goddamn times. Yes, we're on part 2. And we're playing on hard, because I decided at the start of this playthrough that I thought, I've not played this game on hard before, despite having had it for years. So I should make myself suffer.
And then what other games do you like to play?
Oh god, I'm gonna sound like an old person with terrible taste. Well, actually not really. I play Red Dead Redemption, both the games are good. A lot of Skyrim, which makes me sound like a Luddite, but I like Skyrim. I don't play it much at the moment. Fallout series is pretty good, except for 76. That's boring. It's not a very good game. I've played all of the Dawn of War games, because except for the third one. But that's just because I'm not paying them for a game that is ostensibly trash.
Okay, calm down.
Sorry, there's a lot of bad Warhammer games out there. Inquisitor Armata's not too bad.
I want to play
and I want to play the one
you...
with the Grey Knights, Demon Bane or whatever it's called.
I want to play the one where you have a dog.
Oh, Necromunda.
That one.
The Under High. Fuck, I think it's.
You
it's
played
like
it.
Gun for Hire.
Yeah, you played it once and it looked.
I played
really
the
pretty.
shit out of it. That was really fucking cool. The only problem with that game is that it crashes an absolute ton.
But that's probably because of your PlayStation. I'm not gonna lie though.
Oh yeah, no, that was almost certainly because of my PlayStation. To be fair, now when I get it again, I'm getting it on the PC. Hopefully it will run better. I see that it did not save when I got to the end of Chapter 1, so we have to replay the fight. That's nice. For God's sake. Pick up the gun, Titus.
But yeah, so...
Oh, I'm gonna be a terrible shot because I haven't played games on the
I do
console in a
some
while.
super crazy art stuff. Would you like to see my art?
What kind of art do you do?
Yesterday was definitely the most depressing day ever. Not gonna lie. Actually, it wasn't too bad.
You're like,
Just
yesterday was supposed to be a go. All that happened that was depressing yesterday was you beat a game in a way you didn't like.
They do digital art.
Oh, nice. Digital art's baller. And that's how you deal with that problem. You just plasma cannon the shit out of it.
They do overlays and stuff.
Oh, cool. Oh, damn, that went quicker.
That was very quick. What's going on?
That went quicker than I was expecting. Like how Sidonos has golden booties. Like, he's only a veteran sergeant, whereas Titus is literally the captain of the second company in this game. And Captain is, like, not very dripped out, and his boy Sidonos has, like, these golden foot cups. Oh, yeah, sure. What's your Discord name? Because I'll have to do it after the stream, but...
No, the Discord name is that.
Oh, shit. Would you mind writing that down?
Yeah, I've got
So
it.
I don't
It's
have
all
to
good.
rewatch the stream to get stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. I love how this game gets across the level of durability of Space Marines without you ever having to become a Dreadnought.
We cannot hold for long.
To be fair,
We must hurry.
like I think the fact that the Dreadnought is only in the multiplayer is the saddest thing about this game. Like, you can only play as a Dreadnought in this game if you're playing the multiplayer, which is completely dead unless you're on PC. Which is just pain. It's nice to be sitting on a chair that has a back during a stream for once.
Well,
I know. It's not your fault or my fault that the chair broke.
Nope.
To be fair, it's not even the person who broke its fault, because that chair was ancient and falling apart as
That
is.
chair was falling apart, but you didn't need to expedite the falling apart.
It was like, every time I lean back it cracks, continues to lean back. Why?
Who knows?
You broke my chair. I mean, it was already broken, but it's like, breaks chair.
Breaks it more. I got it. You got this shit, fam. Anyway, but no. So, this is why you've got a Sam stream today.
Yes, because the depressing ending of your game.
You know it could get even more depressing.
Oh yeah, I hope in the baddest ending, the child dies.
No,
Excellent.
Nanako can die.
Good. Fantastic. They had the balls.
And thingy-majig, Dojima goes, starting tomorrow, I'll be living alone.
As in, he'll be living alone?
Yeah, because...
Or... Oh,
no.
right. I thought that implied he was gonna kill himself.
He probably did. Like, I have a feeling he probably would. I'm not gonna lie. Can you pass me my tango?
Yes, I can pass you your drink that I've been drinking.
Grab the machine gun by joining corpse removal crews at your designated evacuation center.
I love the little, like, flavorful sort of audio recordings that you kind of hear being played in the mechanical build. It's like, join your corpse disposal unit today. Gonna make some delicious Imperial Guard rations out of all the bodies. Because, well, in theory, everybody in 40k is a cannibal. Because corpse starch, which is the most common food source in the Imperium, is just corpses turned into food. I don't know why I just tried to grab that guy when I hadn't stunned him. There we go. Come here, bitch.
It'll be after the stream because we only have one phone.
Yes. Well, I mean, we have two phones, but my Discord is only on one phone, and it's on the phone we use at the moment.
Yes.
And I'm not going upstairs.
No.
Okay, I may have made a mistake.
Oh god. Are you good, fam?
Well, I am playing on hard.
Yeah, you're playing as like. To be fair, I just play on very easy.
You would have died in the first section to the rocks.
I know.
To be fair, this game is a power fantasy. The hard mode isn't that difficult.
Yeah,
but
Sam,
you are shit at gaming.
I really am shit at gaming. Like
Take this grenade, chumps.
legit.
I should
when
really
people
like
go,
hit someone.
oh, Ella, what do you stream? And I go, oh, I'm the worst gamer
Hold up,
ever.
survive.
So I just stream me gaming and laugh about it. And then they go, oh, but you can't be that bad. I'm like, when I say I am the worst gamer ever, it's not because I'm being falsely humble. For what?
You are terrible.
I actually am terrible. It's
Yeah, you
very
kind of gotta be
depressing.
careful about when you use the Fury in some of the combat scenes in this game, just because it's like, you might only get it once per combat.
Very sad.
Very sad. Anyway.
Woo!
Sorry, putting a grenade. Oh shit.
Dun, dun.
I just pressed the wrong button when I could have just done that.
So I forced Sam to watch Monster High, the movie.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
To be fair, they aren't terrible movies. I don't like them.
yes,
but I tolerate
you do.
them.
You like them.
No.
Shut up.
No. They are not bad movies, but they are not good movies. They are tolerable
But
by
not,
the standards of someone who is more interested in other kinds of films.
they are tolerable, but not.
They are tolerable. Sorry, I'm having a moment. Oh god.
But no, I
Back
just
up,
find
homie.
it quite funny because
Ow.
they
No.
are both actual
Hi, friends.
musicals.
Oh.
They are both actual musicals because they both have a
Yes, I know
reprise
they're
in.
both musicals.
Because they both have a reprise in. It's called the parody.
You just clicked the button, dumbass.
Oh, I didn't.
You
mean
picked up the
to.
TV remote to gesture with it and just pressed it.
That was
And now it's starting up an app we don't even have.
Oh no, we do have it. But it was actually.
Yeah, but we don't use it.
No, actually, to be fair, I did try.
No, I was just like, you picked up the remote to gesture and the TV just went, ah, yes, you want to open this annoying app that for some reason there's a button specifically for it. Even though no one we have ever known or know uses it.
Yes, I
I
am.
don't know why I'm bothering to shoot the guy when he's literally within melee range. Here, have this. Dumbass.
But no, the music in Monster High is really good. It's earwormy.
Ooh. I'm having a moment with the fucking joystick. Yeah. I have no ammo.
You have no ammo. Very sad.
Ah. Give me your face.
The orcs have managed to power that cannon.
Oh, have they now? Oh no, they somehow rigged, they jerry-rigged a fucking volcano cannon as a siege weapon.
Oh no.
Oh no! Anyway, it's release level.
It's all good.
Stop the orc assault. I love that basically every objective of this game is just 3 words. It's just stop the orc assault. Oh, well, 4 words. One of them is literally just destroy gun.
The other one is destroy my life.
Oh, that's easy. All I need to do is place an ice pick between your L4 vertebrae.
What? Stop. That's not funny.
It was not funny. It was incredibly poor taste, but
The bad
it made
joke.
me laugh. I'm having a moment. I need to go this way.
It was a very bad joke.
It was truly terrible.
It was.
Give ammo. Need ammo. Very good, right. Oh, there's a handful of guardsmen, is there? Well, that's nice.
No, there's not. I have a handful of guardsmen.
You have shooting, and I have melee. You have lost. Which is pretty much what happens whenever I use the Corn Berserkers in the tabletop. It's just, yes.
Berserkers.
Fuck! Why did I do that? I hate the bomb squigs.
They're so fun.
The hilarious part is I have bomb squigs in my army.
Oh my god.
Give me that person. He's in the wall. God damn it. Bomb squig. To be fair, I'm not playing in the sense of actually genuinely, what's we call it? Actually trying, because I'm talking,
Yeah.
and that is a distraction. But I like talking, so I don't care. Ah, yes. This is the time you're going to have really slow loading screens when I'm on stream.
Makes sense.
Right. Open the gate.
Open the gate and...
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Did manage to bring the access.
No. Naughty.
Wow.
They're not allowed to get close to me. They're fucking bomb swigs.
Stop swearing.
I'm sorry. I'm in trouble.
Yes. I'm definitely policing this now because no. I watched your last stream.
Yeah, my solo stream where I was playing this, and the
watched
first
it.
40 seconds was just swearing. It was nothing but it, and I was so bad.
I legit had to do a little tally. The first 10 minutes. Yeah. I don't know, you must have beaten a world record or something.
Nah. I could try to beat a world record, but I don't want our Twitch to get taken down.
Please refrain.
Excuse me, sir, but that is incredibly rude. Have some 75 caliber bolts.
Kill them all.
Ooh, free health packs.
So yeah. So now today I've been playing Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah, she's been replaying the entire game from the very beginning for the express purpose of not messing up and getting the bad ending.
Yeah.
Which we will when she inevitably gets back to the point where we were at in the previous streams. We will be streaming that.
Yep.
So that you can get the good ending
Yep.
on air.
Yep.
Because you have some kind of autistic fixation.
Yep.
We'll go with that.
Like, I think I could probably get there by tomorrow evening, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, but you're not going to get there by tomorrow evening. You see, you are under the guise of the administratum not allowed to do that.
What? Why?
Because I have to print my models.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to do shit today, but I'm nice and I let you play it all day, even though I had shit I wanted to do.
Wow.
Because I'm a generous god. I am a generous god.
Well, you know.
There is so much shit raining down on me right now, oh god. Gets hit by a stick bomb.
Them movies, that part never fails to not be
That part is fantastic because, like, in reality, he would have died from, at bare minimum, the second brick, if not the first. The first one would have just crushed his skull, he would have died right there on the spot. He may not have immediately died, but he would have died from the damage done to his skull.
I know.
Oh. You're a heretic then.
You're a heresy man.
Nah. You see, I both love and despise 40k memes, but that's because I have no sense of humor.
Calm you, skedaddle.
Skedaddle? What the... What?
I don't know.
What did you even mean by that?
You skejulie.
Oh, right in the Julie. That's what you're referencing, really. That the fucking 1 minute Jason Bourne review from. Nah, we don't use power weapons. We aren't a coward.
Why not?
I don't know. I just kind of feel like seeing if I can beat the fucking game on the hardest difficulty only using the chainsaw.
Why?
I don't know. It seems fun.
No, use a power
Oh,
weapon.
I'll use the power axe. Fine. I don't even like the power axe. I wanted it to be a power sword, like a power gladius, because that makes more sense for the Ultramarines. Because you know they use gladiuses because they're themed around ancient Greece and Rome.
Yes, because Gilliman is just...
Gilliman is Caesar without the being stabbed in the back
Yeah.
thing.
That's
Although
like-
he was literally stabbed by Fulgrim, so F.U. Fulgrim.
Gilliman...
Give me your face! Quickly! I am going to die!
Gilliman was not
Oh
the
my
best.
god, I really shouldn't have engaged in that melee.
That was so bad.
To be fair, that is not inaccurate to the tabletop of the of 5th edition, which was when this game came out. If you made a squad of 20 boys fight a captain in a Space Marine captain in melee, likely it is the Space Marine was going to kill a few and then get immediately clapped by the 20 orcs.
Gilliman...
Because orcs should now you don't fight orcs in Space Marine if you're a single character, you lose.
was not the favourite.
Gilliman, if you go by more recent books that are, in my opinion,
No.
garbage, but if you go by more recent books, there's a bit in one of them that I actually quite like and think is a fantastic representation of how the God Emperor should be perceived in 40k, right? Where Gilliman goes to speak to the Emperor and Throne basically, instead of him actually speaking, it's more like he's getting all of the Emperor's unfiltered thought, like,
Oh
blasted
yeah, I
into his
remember
mind.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in that scene, I think it's a really good idea. Like the way it's presented is very well. Like the Emperor doesn't see him as actually anything more than his only tool that can help him achieve
Are
his
we
goals.
not going to collect the power?
I've already got it. Look, it's right here.
Oh,
I
okay.
picked it up. I'm better than you.
You're better than me. Okay.
I just realized I have almost no ammo and no grenades. Okay, grenade launcher. That was a terrible shot. Sorry, I hit him in the face. I have iframes when my roll is achieved. I am definitely not looking forward to later parts of this game when you have to engage in like really fucking hard melee fights. Because I am gonna lose. I really didn't want to use my Fury just there, but I'm gonna have to. God, that is so good. I love Fury, it's so cool. Over there. Right, what else have we got? We got the Stalker Bolt gun.
Anyway, but yeah, no. Gilliman was not the favourite.
Oh, absolutely not. Gilliman was definitely not the favorite. The favorite was Horus, which is why the Emperor felt so betrayed by Horus. Because his favorite son betrayed him. There is no illusion that Horus wasn't the favorite either. Like, it is well known that he was the favorite. He was the first Primarch to be found and got to know the Emperor the most, and got a much better idea of the Emperor's overall vision than any other member of the...
And still decided,
Imperium.
nah.
Well, you see, the
I
problem with Horus...
know.
Well, no, you see, the problem is Horus got manipulated by Erebus and a cult of Chaos Worshippers on the moon of Davin.
I know.
That's the problem. See, Horus himself, he idolized the idea of the Imperium, but he then was led to believe the Imperium would turn into what it did turn into after his rebellion. So the Chaos Gods manipulated him with visions of the actual future into doing a thing that hadn't been set in concrete at that point. You know, because again, it wasn't until he chose to go down that path that that future was the certain future. It was just a possible future.
Could have been a future.
There's a future, theoretically, in the 40k universe where Ferrus Manus did not get decapitated in the literal first fight of the entire war.
That's sad.
Remember, Ferrus Manus is a playable character in the tabletop for Horus Heresy. He died in the first battle. Like, the first battle. The boy was dead from the get-go. He gets killed by Fulgrim in the first battle of the entire Heresy. Like, yes, technically the first battle is the Battle of Istvan III, where They kill all of the loyalist elements that are available to be killed at that time of their legions. The traitors do. But the actual first true battle of the heresy is Istvan V Dropsite Massacre. And during that fight, Ferrus Manus calls out Fulgrim and then fights him one-on-one in the middle of all of this shit that's going on around them. And Fulgrim decapitates him.
Awesome.
So, the Iron Hands instantaneously lose their Primarch right on the get-go, and then lose a metric ton of their legionaries. Why are there so many of these orcs?
It's so hard.
Oh god. Okay, hang on. Yes, kill him. Just kill him. Kill him. Get him out of the fight immediately. Oh, that saved me from that fucking death right there. You. Get him. Get him. Anyway, but yeah, like, Primarchs are kind of a thing that, in my opinion, should have stayed dead and missing. Like, I don't mind the Demon Primarchs showing up and stuff, but I think all of the Loyalist Primarchs should have stayed dead and or missing. Because Primarch, like, the more that 40k brings back Primarchs, the more it starts to turn into anime.
Anime.
And that's cringe. No, it's cringe.
I know,
Because it's
it's
not like
being-
the good anime from the 80s and 90s, it's the bad anime from the current day.
I know.
And that's cringe.
Where people just come back from the dead.
Yeah. Or it's like, a good example is, you know that bit in the final Star Wars movie of the bad trilogy?
Yeah.
It's that bit when they go, somehow the Emperor's returned, and there's no explanation given to how he returned.
Yeah.
It's that, but a little bit better, because at least there's some explanation as to how these characters are coming back. It's just they shouldn't. Guilliman should have continued to be a stasis-locked corpse that barely kept alive by arcane technology on Ultramar, and the Lion should have kept sleeping. And man,
The
like
Lion.
Corvus, this is the thing. There are Primarchs who I think should be able to return with no issue in terms of Primarchs coming back, and that's Corvus Corax, Leman Russ, and Jaghatai Khan. Those three, which are to be fair some of the least popular Primarchs, but are the coolest. Bar Leman Russ, I hate him so much. He's a twat, but them three actually feasibly can return because Corvus Corax is some kind of weird crow demon living in the warp and hunting word bearers and killing them.
Yeah.
Jaghatai Khan's in the Webway killing Eldar,
Yeah.
and Leman Russ is also in the warp, potentially either as a furry or as an Odin archetype. It depends on which fan theory you want to go with.
So he's either a furry.
Bear in mind that the
fan-
13th company, which went into the warp with him
Okay,
at the end
stop,
of the heresy,
stop.
have returned.
Okay.
So theoretically, he should also be around somewhere, considering he was
Somewhere.
supposed to return with the 13th company and just hasn't. In theory, Leman Russ should have been the first Primarch to come back, if, like, during this stupid Primarchs coming back phase they're going through at the moment. Because, you know,
Oh
he
my
was
God.
supposed to come
No,
back
no,
with
no,
the
no,
13th,
no, 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 no,
13th
no.
company.
Okay. No, this is just Ella
Oh yeah,
now
go on, with your spitballing.
and making bad ideas for Warhammer, because I know nothing, okay?
Yeah.
Right, so, it's all leading up to...
No. Don't.
It's all leading up to... Gilliman's Heresy!
You know, to be fair, I think the second Gilliman brought out his Primaris Marines, a second Imperial Civil... Well, sorry, not second. A third Imperial Civil War should have kicked off immediately.
Oh yeah,
because
no,
of the
I
amount
remember
of
we talked
heresy.
about that.
The amount of heresy involved in just the creation of those things, let alone all the new technology, that would have caused the Martian Mechanicum to start another civil war. Which, bear in mind, the Martian Civil War from the Horus Heresy period lasted longer than the Horus Heresy did.
I know. But, no, right,
All that
So,
stuff is stupid. Gilliman, right,
Give
so
me-
there's an alternate
Yeah.
universe called the Dornian Heresy, which is about Rogel Dorn being the traitor.
Yep.
Right, and in that, Gilliman secedes from the Imperium and starts his own empire.
Yeah, because he was already gonna do that.
To be fair, he probably would have done that in the real timeline if the Heresy hadn't kicked off as badly as it did.
Yep.
like when it did. He probably would have eventually seceded, because the Ultramar Segmentum is it is massive. It is a huge portion of the galaxy. So, you know, in theory, he could have done that in the actual timeline had the heresy not happened. But in the Dordian heresy, the heresy kicks off as a result of him seceding from the Imperium.
Okay.
Because Dorn then gets his chance to go full heresy and screw
Full
everyone over
heresy.
whilst they're turned eastward to Ultramar.
Yeah.
The Dornian heresy is surprisingly good
Okay. No,
for
no,
a
no.
fan fiction.
Anyway, hear me out.
Go on.
We're not done. Okay.
All
So,
the Primaris Marines are Chaos Demons.
no,
Gotcha.
I'm not. I don't. No. So, you know how? Okay, Games Workshop have been bringing back all the Primarchs.
Not really.
They really have. Every time.
There's 4 they've brought back that we know for a fact were already alive and completely fine.
Yep.
And there's 2 they've brought back which we knew were okay in a way, just they shouldn't have brought them back because, again, one of them was dying from poison, which, granted, canonically he is still suffering the effects of that poison. It's just the armor he wears keeps it at bay,
Okay.
which is stupid because that's not how armor
Okay.
works.
Da-da-da-da.
And the other one was literally asleep in a secret chamber on board his homeworld, which
Okay,
is
that's
a
nice,
giant
but I
rock
don't
floating
care.
through space named
I'm-
after a gay bar.
I'm Ella. It's awesome. 10 out of 10. Anyway, so more Games Workshop brings back the Primarchs.
Go on.
Okay.
You've said that 3 times now.
Well, you've not let me finish my.
I'm sorry, go on.
Point. So, my little tangent of random chaos. No, there isn't any fast. You like.
I'm not
games.
telling you to speed up, I'm telling you to get to the point.
There is no getting to the point.
The point, the getting to the point is not repeating yourself again and moving on from that point. Now, come on.
Okay, so we do that, right? They come back, awesome, 10 out of 10. However,
Here, Captain.
you know,
Marines, this is Captain Titus.
um,
Are you receiving?
Captain, this is Sergeant Midas. Squadron Solidus is on the ground and making for our
who would be the last
We are at
Primarch
Manufactura
to come
of
back?
Jackis, and have located
If they were
the
gonna
Titan
come back.
Invictus.
What are we on about? Loyalist or traitor?
The Invictus
We'll
will-
go loyalist.
Or all?
Or all. We'll go with all. And
Okay,
then go
right.
with both.
Okay, right. Well, not counting the ones that are dead because they are not
Dead.
coming back.
They're
They
not
are
coming
dead,
back, they're
like
dead.
proven dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
I'd say the last one to come back would likely be Lorgar,
Okay.
or possibly Alfarius. Well, Omegon. Alfarius is most likely the one of the 2 that was actually killed.
Okay.
Because, again, one of them was definitely killed, the other one is still alive, most likely.
So they've been the last one to come back is now realised that Gilliman has just become full heretic.
Oh, he'd be happy about that. Lorgar is the original
no,
heretic.
we're talking about the last. Let me just.
The last loyalist one to come back
Yeah.
would likely be fucking... Vulcan's probably gonna come back. So...
Oh, Vulcan.
Maybe Dawn or Vulcan for the last one to come back.
Okay.
Or maybe Jagatai, although to be fair, Jagatai could just never come back if he wanted to, because I don't think anyone would care. Which is sad.
I like Jagatai.
Do you even know which one Jagatai is?
The one who looks like thingy-majig. That's the one who's basically Mongolian.
Yes.
I was correct. I know.
I mean, he's literally named after
Yeah.
one of the Khans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am correct. Haha, do you even do? Yeah. Oh, were you about? Oh, actually.
No, it wasn't an actually.
Oh,
it was more like a.
it was
do
a
you
more-
know which one you're actually talking about? Just so we know. You know, because I was
Oh,
not
you
sure
were
if you knew which one you were referring to or not. Because I know. Because, you know, there is 20 different dudes, and they're all, well, pretty much all of them are almost the same guy.
Yeah, but 9
just with
times out of
slight
10,
differences
I
in
do know what I'm
personality.
talking
I wasn't saying you didn't know what you're talking about. Also, you nearly knocked the camera over when you got up. Don't do that.
That's nice.
That's nice. All I'm saying is Gilliman is the worst Primarch.
No.
There are worse Primarchs in terms of attitude and all the other stuff. I mean, Conrad Kurz is the best example of that. But Gilliman is the most cringe Primarch. And it's not because his faction is the poster boys. I don't care if they're the poster boys. To be fair, at one point the Ultramarines were actually cool. And then Matt Ward started writing for 40k, and they were no longer cool.
And then... Okay.
Matt Ward is Satan.
Sam,
He wrote the codexes for the worst edition of the game.
let's stop ripping on Warhammer before everyone comes for us, okay?
I don't care if people come for
I
me for my
care.
opinions about my favourite setting that I've been doing for 20 fucking years. It'll be 21 years this year. And I don't care. I enjoy the setting. I'm allowed to rip it apart because I care about it. It's like abusing a child. You're allowed to destroy its ability to feel any emotions because you care.
Are you good, fam?
It's a joke, Ella.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't have over 3,000 miniatures in my collection if I didn't like the setting, you know?
I know. I'm just saying. Okay.
I just
So,
think that they should do better.
let's say it's Vulcan, actually.
To be
Let's
fair,
say-
Vulcan was the last to return. That'd be kind of interesting.
Let's say it's Vulcan.
Distress call.
Vulcan and my little...
Iron Soldier.
Oh, I love the salamanders. I love the salamanders. They're my favourite. They're my little green...
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, they're very humanist, right?
No, they're just nice. And to be fair, their niceness has been exaggerated by memes.
Okay.
Like, they're nice,
Yeah.
than most people,
Yeah.
but they're still, you know, giant, superpowered war criminals.
Yeah, but I thought they were like...
Generally, though, they attempt to get the people out of the ship before the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
But they are still space marines.
Okay.
They just care a little bit more.
So, while Gilliman thinks that he's got everything under control, you know,
Yeah.
because to be fair, right, I'm not gonna lie, from everything you've said and then the people on the Warhammers have said, everything is going far too smoothly in the Warhammers.
This is the thing, they keep right, the big thing is that they keep introducing plot lines without resolving anything that's come before. Like, for example, when that giant warp rift opened at the end of 7th edition and the beginning of 8th, you know, the Cicatrix Maledictum or whatever they called it, right? When that thing opened, that should have kicked off a whole new age of strife. Right? You know, that period of time in Warhammer when the entire universe was cut off from itself because there was so much fucking warp shit going on that no one could actually travel around because Chaos was at its absolute strongest because Slaanesh had just been born. Right? You know, the Cicatrix Maledictum opening up should have been almost as bad as the Age of Strife kicking off. The Imperium should have been put on its knees immediately. You know? And that should have been, like, the central focus of Warhammer for the next decade. Was just the after effects of that fucking thing ripping open a hole in reality. But it's resolved after a single edition of the game. And, like, 3 books. What? The fucking 8th edition of the game doesn't even take place in the immediate aftermath of it opening. It takes place 200 years later. So we don't get the plotline of what the hell happened immediately after it opened, because 200 years later is when the 8th edition begins, and when most of the books are now set is 200 years after that shit.
And then...
And that's fucking stupid, because that's like so much story potential right there. The guys who used to write the old Imperial Armor books about like certain events in the setting, like the Siege of Brax, the Bad War, the people who wrote those, right, they wrote a book about the Cicatrix Maledictum opening, just some of the wars that happened in that. It would probably be better than anything, and unfortunately the guy that wrote those books is dead, so he can't write them, but he would do so much better of a job of explaining what the fuck is going on in the setting since that whole shitstorm opened up in the middle of the universe and split the Imperium straight down the middle, you know? Like, there is so much storytelling potential in the Cicatrix Maledictum on its own, not even counting the Silent King returning, which was 9th edition, or the current edition where the Tyranids are being Tyranids and continuing to be annoying and overrun the galaxy, as is the norm. You know, that's pretty standard stuff for Tyranids. What are you doing? Yo, you boil them for 8 minutes.
Says 4.
I do them for 8, it usually produces a better result.
Okay. Hey Google, time 8 minutes for me.
But yeah, there's so much storytelling potential in that. And then the Silent King returning, there's so much shit you could do there, But to be fair, Necrons have been given the shit end of the stick since 5th edition,
Yeah.
when they got rewritten. Because frankly, they were so much cooler when they were Lovecraftian horrors that no one understood. Just these ancient automatons coming back from the dead. Some of them are intelligent, but most of them are just drones, and nobody knows what the hell they are or where they came from. They just know that they're potentially the leftover military force of a dead alien race from millions of years ago. That was what Necrons were originally. Like, nobody knew what they were. There were hints at what they were, and stuff like that, but generally speaking, no one knew what they were. It was cool. The artwork from that codex, the original codex for them, is awesome. It gives just this vibe of just the Necrons being these horrible machines to fight. And in the new stuff, it's like... And to be fair, I like some of the Necron characters. I just think that they
think
go
there's
too
too many.
hard on the Necrons being goofy.
I feel like there's too many characters.
Yeah. Well, in Warhammer there's loads of characters, but that's not the problem. The problem is I think the Necron characters are a bit too goofy. Like, Trazyn the Infinite is a Warhammer fan.
Yes.
He collects characters from the setting and keeps them on his shelving units, effectively speaking.
I love it.
Right? Now, that's an oversimplification of the character as a whole, but he is effectively a Warhammer fan who collects the stuff.
He
so
collects the real shit.
Yeah, he collects the actual things from in-universe. You know, he's got a Custode, he's got a Krork, he's got an Enslaver that he's scared of because the Enslaver Plague is the reason the Necrons even went to sleep in the first place. You know, stuff like that. It's fun, but,
Yeah, but I just like Trazyn.
it ruins the mystique of what would have been probably a very interesting faction if they just kept them as these horrifying things that just keep appearing and no one knows why. And, like, you know, you could expand that by having the Imperium eventually discover the reason why they keep appearing in a later codex. But I think it would have worked better if they'd stayed these Lovecraftian horrors, where the Silent King could have still been a character that existed, because bear in mind, he didn't exist when the original codex was written. He was written into the new codex that followed that one, and was the one that ruined them, in my opinion. But, you know, the Silent King could have still fit in that original story. Same with Trazyn, same with Orokin, and same with Sazerac. And the Stormlord Imhotep, or whatever his name is. You know, all these characters could have fit in that original storyline if they'd just actually given a crap at the time when they wrote that. But Matt Ward wrote that codex, so you know.
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
That's all I'm saying.
How much deeper does the facility go?
But the Tyranids in the recent thing, with them actually beating the Ultramarines, which my mate partook in that. Zach partook in that. You know, with the if you get the Leviathan box, play a game and then send in your thing if you win, if it's the Imperium or the Tyranids win. Me and Zach did that, and he won, because I haven't beaten him in a decade.
You're still salty.
Still salty about that. I will beat him someday.
Yeah.
I will destroy his army. I will shatter his formation. But Blood Angels are broken in pretty much every edition except for the older ones, which thank God we're going back to those because they're so much better than the current edition anyway. But you know, like the Tyranids doing a Tyranid is pretty standard. But they're acting like the Tyranids are more of a threat than they already were, which is stupid. The Tyranid, like, this is a 10th edition, obviously, like, did the bigging up the Tyranids. It's like, the Tyranids have always been a threat. They have never not been a major threat. Acting like they've only just become a major threat is very stupid, because they have always been a major threat.
They have always been.
There is a reason why. There's a story in the Tyranids 4th edition codex which talks about how Inquisitor Kryptman had an entire portion of the galaxy with over 100 planets in it completely cut off from the Imperium and quarantined, and then every single planet in that region was exterminatus to remove the taint of the Tyranids. Because there was just... the worlds were beyond saving at that point. You know, and they only just managed to break a tendril of the Hive Fleet that did it. And it wasn't even the main thrust of the Hive Fleet, it was just a small offshoot that was just doing so much damage in that one region.
I'm really annoyed.
So Tyranids are always a threat, and always have been a major threat. So I don't understand the idea that they're presenting at the moment where they're like, oh, the Tyranids have become even more threatening.
How?
They were already super threatening. Have you not read the Beta Amphibian 4 project?
No.
It literally talks about just how much of a danger the Tyranids are. They had, like, 30 of them in containment... Well, they had a couple hundred of them in containment cells on a Mechanicus research planet. And you know what happened? They somehow evolved, even though there was no Norn Queen around, to be able to deal with all of the defenses the Mechanicum put in place to keep the Tyranids in their cells. Oh, and then one of the Tyranids started to turn into a Proto-Norn Queen, which is the Tyranids, like, hive birthing creature, you know? Bear in mind, Norn Queens are so big that they never leave the ships that they're in, because they physically can't. They are part of the ship they're in. So basically, the Tyranids were growing a ship. Okay, I need the health surge, because life is beating me.
A mixed space marine.
Yeah, the Amphibian Project is a really good story because, well, A, it's written like an actual, like, in-universe military report, which is always cool, and I significantly prefer those kinds of stories in Warhammer because it makes the setting feel a bit more interesting. But the other reason is because it shows off the fact that Tyranids are a really horrific threat, even when they are just a bunch of stragglers with no major hive mind synapse creatures around. And modern Tyranid stories, it's always like the Tyranids are just completely useless, effectively. I mean, even in Space Marine 2, they acted like killing a hive tyrant would do anything to affect a Tyranid swarm, which, by the way, it wouldn't. Killing the hive tyrant doesn't do shit to a Tyranid swarm, because that is not the thing controlling the swarm. If you want to disrupt a Tyranid swarm, you killed the Hive Swarm Lord, which is like a Hive Tyrant, but bigger and a bit meaner. And Hive Tyrant's already mean. I am just kiting these guys, I really am just being stupid. I should focus on playing the game and stop talking about more that no one cares about.
I care about it, but...
I know, but I'm rambling and it's stupid. It is pointless. Is that it? Oh, there's more.
There's a lot more sound.
There's always more orcses. I do love just the way you just absolutely fuck up orcs, it's great. There we go. I like that he's kind of a mixed, oh god, I forget the name of this war boss. Grimskull?
Hey Google, stop.
I think his name is. Yeah. Grimskull is, like, the peak war boss. He's a mixture of Ghazghkull's war gear and every other war boss's war gear in these games. I've pressed the button a million times, game. Please. Go. Plus, you know, back when this game came out, you could very easily represent Grimskull on the tabletop. He's just a war boss in Mega... Well, he's not even wearing Mega Armor. He's just got a Power Claw and a custom shooter. And I guess you'd give him Bionics and a few other upgrades just to really make him hit hard. But to be fair, he gets taken out... Actually, I was about to say he gets taken out by demons, as if that's, like, a sign that he's weak, but... Having played demons in the tabletop in recent editions, I have watched a squad of Bloodletters mince an entire squad of Terminators in one turn. They do not fuck around in the older editions with demons, you know.
These tunnels will spit it out there eventually.
Fine. Continue heading toward the Hab Center.
It's time to go into the sewers.
Okay, so you know how we've been watching the...
You've spilt something on it. You gotta wipe it off. The stove. That beeping was because you spilt something on the buttons. Plasma pistol. I think it's kind of funny that Titus is immune to the gets hot rule. His plasma pistol overheats, like, and doesn't immediately kill him by exploding in his face. The game lied, the tabletop lied to me. No, it didn't. Because he's not overcharging it, except for when you overcharge it doesn't explode in your face. Actually, I think it can explode in your face, but... Still.
rolls.
He uses well, if we're going by current game standards, he uses a command point to re-roll his overcharged shot. Because I am a terrible person. But if we're going by like old game standards, he just had a invuln save, so it just ignores it.
Do we have ketchup?
There should be catch-up. I don't know why I'm wasting shots from a plasma pistol on rots. I've done that in the actual tabletop quite a few times. Like, plasma pistols are better used elsewhere.
I figured out what I wanted.
What did you want?
Hot dogs.
You wanted hot dogs for dinner.
Yeah.
Are you doing any of those for me?
You've got one.
Wow, I've got 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
You're a bastard.
You've got 2 because I've created you quite a bit of one.
Thank you.
Today.
I'm sure that this gameplay is rather unappealing because I just keep kiting enemies. I love giving them the Emperor's pimp slap. Why am I not using my other guns? Good question. There we go.
Did someone actually ask that?
No.
Oh, you asked yourself.
Yes. I'm sure our one viewer is completely checked out because this is probably because I started ranting about lore. And to be fair, 90% of the modern fan base of this setting do not give a shit about the setting's lore.
I don't know.
Or just ranting about the fact that I really hate the current lore because it's bad.
Stop ranting.
Yes, I try not to, but sometimes I get asked, "Why are you passing it to me? I'm playing the game.
Oh yeah.
You should have just put it on a plate for me." Yeah, eat your ones and I'll have mine when I... Oh god.
Can you pass us the bottle of Tango?
I died. Give hot dog.
I thought the rolls looked small enough and long enough that they were good hot dog rolls.
Yeah, these work. That's a good hot dog. I'm not gonna lie, I'm amazed this viewer sat through all of my ranting.
Captain, the Inquisitor insisted you could not have survived.
Well, I did. And I have his precious power source.
Oh god, I've been put back so far. I forgot how bad the checkpoints are in the second half of this game.
There eventually.
Fine. Continue heading toward the Hab Center.
I'm just finishing my hot dog. Get Pain Train skill from Fallout 4.
You know the end of Space Marine 2? Does Titus die?
No.
Okay.
He gets given the Laurels of Victory, which is a thing that's always been around for the... Well, I say always been around. It's been around since the lore was concretely solidified in 3rd edition.
Okay.
But he was given the Laurels of Victory at the end of the second game by Malleus Calgar himself.
Oh, so cool.
It's cool, like, it's
Calgar.
cool. You know, it would have been cooler if they didn't make them all Primaris Marines, but that's besides the point. Because Primaris armor and aesthetic is entirely soulless and devoid of character. And none of the characters they've updated into the Primaris Marines look good. They look worse than their old models that were made 20 to 30 years ago. And that hurts me deeply on the inside. You know what I mean? But no, at the end of the second game, yeah, he gets given the Laurels of Victory, and then you know Leandros from this game. Spoilers for the second game, but yeah, he gets, he goes, "Oh yeah, I was the chaplain the whole time."
What?
As if anyone gives a shit. Like, so many people are like, "Oh, I want to kill Leandros, I want him to turn out to be a traitor." It's like, you know Leandros is pretty much what most Ultramarines would actually be like, right? Titus is the exception, not the rule. Most Ultramarines would be pencil-pushing, rules-following nerds like Leandros. I am about to get killed. I need to lock in. But yeah, like, most Ultramarines would be like Leandros, not like Titus. They would just be these Codex-adhering fucking nasally nerds.
Yeah, because look
Because
at Gilliman.
they literally are the ones who made the Codex. The Ultramarines are the reason the Codex exists.
There you go.
Thank you. The Codex was made by their Primarch, and the doctrines in the Codex were supplied by the fucking chapter masters and stuff. So it's just...
Captain, the Inquisitor insisted you...
The Ultramarine, like, Titus is a very much an exception. He should not be how all the Ultramarines act. And then in the second game, like, everyone acts like Titus. Well, to be fair, there are moments where they give that pencil-pushing nerd stuff. But there's a bit of fan service that I kind of hate. Like, I like it because it's funny, and it works, and it's a good little nod to the first game. But I kind of hate it at the same time. Right, where you're about to do you're about to jump out of a Thunderhawk into the orbit of a planet in space, like at the start of this game when he jumps out of the Thunderhawk, and one of your squad mates goes, "The Codex Astartes does not support this action," and then everyone just kind of looks at him for a second, and he goes, "But I am looking forward to it." I like it. It's funny. It's a good reference to the first game because Leandros says that to Titus in the first game before they jump out of the Thunderhawk at the start of the game. Right, but obviously he doesn't say he's looking forward to it, he just goes, "The Codex Astartes does not support this action." Right? But, it's dumb. Because all it does is make it look like it just makes, like, Titus have, like, PTSD about Leandros. And it's like, I'm gonna be real, Titus probably agreed with Leandros' overall judgment, bar the fact that Leandros didn't report him to the chaplaincy and chose to go straight to the Inquisition instead, even though that's not what he's supposed to do. The irony of Leandros is that he goes, the Codex Astartes does not support this action, but then does something that the Codex Astartes directly says not to do, which is tell the Inquisition. Well, I mean, it doesn't say don't tell the Inquisition, it says go tell your chaplain. You know? You're supposed to tell a chaplain about potential heresy, so they can have a nice sit down and sesh with the lad and give them a good slap on the wrist so they behave.
And then, let's say
And
they
then,
do it again.
if it's bad enough, you go to the Inquisition, or you just internal affairs execute the guy. You know?
You don't just go to the Inquisition.
You don't go straight to the Inquisition, especially when there would have 100% been a chaplain on this mission, because chaplains go on these kinds of missions. You know, I say go on them. Chaplains go on every mission. There is always a chaplain on board an Astartes strike cruiser. Because the whole bloody point of a chaplain is that they are there for religious and moral support. Right? They are a spiritual guide. So there would have been a chaplain on this mission. So Leandros going straight to the Inquisition is even stupider because there was a chaplain on this mission he would have probably been able to go to. It's just, of course, the writers of the game had a set plan of what they were actually going to be doing in the sequels, but then the sequels never got made. You know? Like, there were supposed to be 2 sequels. One sequel was going to be about Titus serving in the Death Watch.
Yep.
And then the final game, which was going to be the third and final game of the trilogy, because it was planned to be a full-on trilogy.
Oh,
The
yeah.
final game, you were going to become a chapter master of an Ultramarine successor chapter.
That was cool.
Yes, that would have been awesome. And they were the plans for it was going to be like you would be able to manage the chapter's resource allocations and stuff like that. It's like, hell yeah. The whole idea they had for it was that it was going to be literally you are in charge of a chapter.
Oh,
You get to lead a chapter as a chapter master.
it's
Which would have been a baller game. Like, it may not have been a well-put-together game, you know, because old games generally aren't amazingly well-put together. But it would have been a very interesting game at the bare minimum, and mods, if it wasn't very good, mods would have fixed it. Or, you know. But this game didn't do very well, because people thought it was a Gears of War clone, which is kind of funny. You know, people thought it was a Gears of War clone, so it didn't do very well, and then it never got a sequel. I think the sequel, the idea they went with originally, they nod to it in Space Marine 2, because the game opens with you being a member of the Death Watch, which is cool. But that's like the only time in the game you're a member of the Death Watch, because after that you become a Primaris Marine.
Oh.
Yeah, they open the game with you as a proper Space Marine.
Oh,
And then you
that's
become a
even
Primaris Marine.
worse.
And then after the opening mission, you become a Primaris Marine. Which is disappointing, to say the least.
Okay.
I think the whole
Hang
second
on.
game should have been about you being in the Death Watch.
Can
Because
I-
being in the Death Watch is so cool.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, you're gonna.
Because I have no clue, and then, like, zero clue.
Yeah.
How does one become a Primaris Marine? Because,
Right, so
wait.
basically. Yeah.
Because every time someone says they've become a Primaris Marine, all I think of is the fact that this is what happens in my head. They go, one day, I will be a Primaris, and then they just go to someone and go, yo bro, hit me up with that gear.
Give
And
me
then-
give me that gene seed. You know what I'm saying, fam?
No. I don't even. This is all my brain does. Okay, it goes hit me up with that gear. Okay, and then they give him armor, and that's legit what I think a Primaris Space Marine is.
No,
I
right.
know that it includes much more other
I'll
stuff.
explain it to you. It's not It's not complicated, right? It's basically a Primaris Space Marine. For a regular Space Marine to become a Primaris Space Marine, they go through a process called crossing the Rubicon Primaris, which is just
Okay,
it
go
makes
on.
me want to die. Just the name of it. Anyway, basically that just involves giving them the extra organs and like bone structure and stuff that Primaris Marines have inside of them that makes them better, which is stupid.
Wow.
Anyway, and then of course they give them the shitty fuck ugly Mark 10 armor, which looks like a pug version of Mark 4, which is literally one of the sleekest, sexiest power armors.
Wow.
They managed to ruin the best looking power armor, and I don't know how they did that.
By making it look impossible.
To be fair, my personal favorite power armor is Mark 5, but
Okay.
the best, like, in literally one of the best, canonically the best power armor was Mark 4.
Okay.
It was the most well made and most well balanced. Anyway, they managed to ruin the way it looks by making it Mark 10. But yeah, so you cross the Rubicon Primaris, you become a Primaris Marine. It's a surgery that's supposed to have a 50-50 chance of succeeding. But every single main named character that's gone through it has succeeded.
Okay, so it's not 50-50,
It's
just...
plot armor based,
Yeah.
in my opinion. It's who do we want to live, who do we want to die? You know.
Oh my god,
And that's cool. That's cool. 50-50 chance where it's not actually 50-50 because it'll be whoever they want it to be will pass. Yeah. But all it does is makes them slightly better. And it has a 50-50 chance to kill some of the best Marines in the universe. You just wouldn't. You wouldn't risk it.
there's no need to.
Dante of the Blood Angels has become a Primaris Marine.
He-
He would not risk it. He is the oldest living loyalist Space Marine outside of Marines who have been alive since the Heresy and are in secret hiding, and also all the Dark Angels that just became loyalist again recently because bad writing.
Okay, stop.
You know, even like Dante is the chapter master of the Blood Angels and is the Lord Commander of the Imperium Nihilus, which is the Dark Imperium.
Yeah.
Where they've been cut off from the Emperor's light. You wouldn't risk having the guy who is the only guy qualified to be in charge get killed because his surgery got fucked up, would you?
Not really.
You would not risk that. So why did he?
It's not worth it.
It's not tactically advisable in any situation to risk your
It's not
commander
it's not
dying
okay,
so
here's
that you
my
can get some
here's
surgery
my
done.
thing, right? It's not Codex compliant.
Oh yeah, no, Primaris Marines are not Codex compliant, but you know how they got around that? Gilliman said that the Codex needs some revisions, and then they've not actually talked about what the fuck those revisions are.
So when is the Codex gonna be compliant then?
The Codex is no longer Codex compliant because the Codex isn't the Codex anymore, because again, it needed being revised and
But
changed.
when are we getting that?
No idea. I mean, bear in mind the Codex, there is no book listing what is in the Codex. The Codex is just
Yeah,
a
but
book
no one's
as
brought
described
it
in the book.
up.
Yeah, like, one of the big things is that, right, the reason why Marines went from having, you know, squads of 10 dudes with bolt guns and nothing else in the Heresy, right, to what we have nowadays with the tactical squads, the reason why that happened is because after the Heresy, the tactical necessity of having 10 dudes with bolters was not good enough to beat most of the threats to the Imperium. Oh god. Fucking shit. I'm screwed. hit a wall. You know, like the thing of having 10 bolters in a squad is stupid. It is stupid. The reason why they have tactical squads and tactical squads have like a special weapon and a heavy weapon and a sergeant equipped with a bunch of stuff. The reason they did that was because after the Heresy, they realized they needed the squadrons to be more versatile and capable of dealing with multiple threats at a time. You know, they needed an anti-tank weapon, they needed an anti-infantry weapon, they needed an anti-horde weapon, or whatever, you know, equipped for the situation. And then, when the Primaris come around, they're all equipped with the same weapon across the whole squad. It's 10 bolters or 10 flamers, even though in the Heresy they decided that that was a terrible idea.
Did Gilliman have a brain damage?
Yes, I think Gilliman had a brain damage, and by that I mean I think that the people who sculpt the models are lazy and didn't want to give them, you know, the full range of equipment that a tactical squad has, because that would mean that they would be allowed, like, you know, that would mean that you would have more rules to write instead of, you know, just making a game that was actually good in the first place.
Oh my god, no. And this is how they get around it, okay? Okay, I
don't even know what you're on about.
You could tell me that it's bad writing, but this is how you give the GW writers an out. The one and only out, okay?
I would make a joke there, but I'm not gonna make the joke I'm thinking of because it's real bad.
It's a horrible joke.
It is a joke about a gun being slid across the table.
No,
Let's just say
okay.
That.
No, right, so you see that Gilliman's making all these terrible decisions. All of them are bad. The 50-50, the codex,
yeah.
You know, that thing that's tried, tested, works very well.
Fuck off! Sorry, that's annoying. Go on.
Works very well for stuff. And then you've been told that these Primaris aren't able to be corrupted. Look at how many are corrupted!
None of the Space Marine Primaris Marines have officially been corrupted.
Yeah, they've been.
Nope.
I thought they had. I saw some of them.
Nope.
I remember you
Nope.
joking about it.
No, I was joking about the concept of Chaos Primaris because it would just ruin Chaos. Primaris Marines aren't corruptible.
Okay.
And there's a bit in one of the books where a bunch of Custodes kill a bunch of Primaris Marines because it turns out the chapter that they're supposed to go to has become traitor. And they try to stand with the chapter that's become traitor because they don't know the chapter's become traitor. But they aren't traitors because they didn't actually know the chapter were heretics. The chapter was just heretics and didn't tell them. And they were literally only just arrived, and then the Custodes turned on them and murdered the shit out of all of them.
To be fair, well done, Custodes.
Love the Custodes.
10 out of 10. Loved them.
I'm just saying, pretty much every Space Marine chapter should have immediately killed Primaris Marines the second they showed up because of how much of a potential threat they are.
Anyway, so no, wait. So, all of these bad decisions, yeah? They're all quite bad. Turns out, Gilliman
Was Lorgar.
Yes, we'll go with it. I was going to say something a lot nicer, but yeah, we'll go with it. Turns out, Gilliman was Lorgar.
It's just been Lorgar. No, it's been Alfarius in disguise the entire time.
Yes! It gives them a bad out. It gives them an out, right?
No, you know what the easiest out for it is?
Not retcon.
No. Literally, it is retcon.
No.
No. The easiest out is to retcon the entire thing.
No.
And just simply put a line of text that says, the STC fragment for Mark 10 power armor was discovered on X planet. Here. And you just erase all the crap, but leave in the tidbits of, oh, Gilliman's come back, this and that, and then you rewrite it.
No.
If you want Gilliman to be there, you rewrite it. You make it better. If you want to bring it back to the point when it was actually a good setting, then you erase everything post 4th edition. Erase it all, because it is bad. It is all bad. It is all really poorly written. Like, 4th edition isn't a golden example of writing, but it is better than everything we have had since. And 4th edition came out when I was a child. Well, actually, 4th edition came out shortly before I started Warhammer 40k. Because I was a Warhammer Fantasy kid before I was a Warhammer 40k kid. I did not jump that direction. Please stop jumping into the end. Oh god, I'm gonna get killed
You're
again.
gonna die.
I don't care.
Oh my god, you do it worse than me.
I'm playing on hard, and I'm talking to you. I'm not able to lock in. Shut up. We're not here for me to do good. We're here because you fucking ended a game in a way you didn't like.
Yeah, now I need to...
We would be playing a completely different game, and it wouldn't even be me playing, it'd be you playing it, and I wouldn't be in here. I would be in my office, modelling 3D models.
No, you'd be...
Because that's what I do at the moment.
No, we'd either be... I'd either have to bring the PS3 upstairs, or you'd be down here. It doesn't matter.
What the
like,
fuck
that's
did I
the whole
just do?
point of this streams.
I just want to shoot the thing that'll explode them. Please, God.
It's not happening.
Oh. I got rid of them. It's all good.
Wow.
I don't like orcs. They're coarse and rough and they get everywhere.
That took like far too long. Oh god. Oh yeah. So, I'll talk about it on this because we have talked about it in.
Yeah, so I'm locking in and finishing this because I don't think the viewer wants to watch me do this shit over and over again. I don't want to not watch
Okay,
me.
stop talking. So recently, on Amazon, obviously, there's the secret levels thing that came out, and Sam decided, you know what? That's a really good horror.
Please don't talk about this. No, don't talk about this.
Okay.
Just don't. I don't want to fucking think about that shit. That was cringe and a bad taste.
No,
Simple
but
as.
I
No,
rather-
don't talk about it.
Why?
Don't. I don't want to fucking think about it. It
Okay.
makes me cringe every time I fucking think about it.
Why?
Do not talk about it.
Why?
Because it makes me want to fucking die inside. Can I
Why?
not just have peace, please?
No.
It makes me want to die inside. Please don't talk about it.
Why?
Genuinely, this is my one ask of the stream. Do not talk about that.
But I was going to talk about
No.
how pretty it looks.
Oh, it's pretty, but that's all. Because I don't want to think about the other shit.
So
I want to think
confused.
about that entire existence.
What?
I had peacefully forgotten about the whole thing until you just brought it up, and the memories came flooding back, and I don't want to think about that shit
Why?
because it was cringe,
It was a good
and
idea.
it was a bad idea because I
was...
shouldn't have shown it to people who were stupid. I
Hey.
shouldn't. But no, it's not. I shouldn't show it to people. I should have known my audience and not bothered to put it on.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, no one got it. I got it. I knew the lore. I understood what was happening. No one else got it, and everyone just thought, "Oh, it's shit." Yeah, nah, it is. It is shit, but for different reasons to what you think.
It was just really short.
Yeah, that's because it's only 30 minutes or 15 minutes. I can't remember. It's short and it's badly written. But ow, bastard. Well, at least we're past that annoying part now. Oh yes, please don't talk about it. It was mad. Please, please, Jesus, please, no. Oh.
Da, 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 da.
Go, come here. I want your face. It's mine now. Oh. Oh, my skull. The Stalker bolt gun is the most useless gun in this game. Ooh. weapon.
I don't really know that much about this.
Oh, thank God. There we go. We've got a decent weapon. The melter gun.
Even here, the technocrats tell me the machine gun.
Even here, the tech.
Yeah, he got it on the machine gun. Oh look, it's my crowd control weapon. Even though, by the way, this is not how a melter gun works anymore.
Oh,
Melter guns fire a concentrated beam to melt through armor.
you know ammo.
Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, the melter guns fire a concentrated beam to punch through tank armor. That's what they are. They're an anti-tank weapon. So it's mildly funny that they made it the game's shotgun, even though there is a shotgun in Warhammer for Space Marines. It's literally an Astartes pattern shotgun. There's a few different variants as well. There's one that was made specifically in, well, made primarily and used primarily by the Raven Guard. That I forget the name. It's like a Corvus pattern shotgun. I can't remember the specific name. What the hell? Excuse me, sir. How? No, he's got infinite vertical melee. It's Borderlands. Oh no. Run. This music is far too intense for me just dicking around. Ah, grenades. Very useful.
Grenades.
Yes, grenades.
Grenades.
I wonder how radioactive the warp core is that he's carrying in his pocket here.
I don't know, but I don't want to think about it.
I wonder if it's melting his balls. Nah, warp isn't. Well, actually, to be fair, there's no canonical evidence that warp stuff isn't radioactive.
Nah,
So it
it's
probably
my
is
doily.
to some degree.
It's my doily.
Oh, you buggers. Where are you off to? Come back here and fight like a man. God, that is just... To be fair, I'm surprised I've made it as far as I have in this game without getting genuinely angry at it, considering sometimes when you die, it's just the most, like, ugh, kind of deaths, you know? It's just, ugh.
Well, then when that happens, the stream shall be stopped.
To be fair, I mean, we've been gone for an hour, and we usually do 2 hours.
Yep.
So I didn't expect it to go more than a normal amount of time. And to be fair, I've not really encountered any parts that have actually annoyed me yet. Although that's because this is one of them games that doesn't really bug me. You know, it's like there are a few games where I don't get angry when I die. This is one of them. Dark Souls. Those games, I don't get angry when I die in the Souls games because I just assume
Expect
I
they'll
fucked
die.
up. Well, no, it's I go, oh, okay, I guess I fucked up. You know, that sort of thing. But there are so many people who get, like, super angry when they die in Souls games. And it's like, you are a child. Go play Mario. Actually, unironically, Mario is a game I get so angry at when I die in it that I do, like, want to snap my controller in half.
But okay,
I don't even know why.
No.
I genuinely
figured
don't
it
know
out.
why.
So I was playing Super Mario Bros. about a month ago on my DS,
Yeah.
right? And I just kept dying, and
You just get
I
irrationally
got
angry.
very annoyed at myself. And I figured it out. It's because I am now how old am I? I'm 23, right? Those games are meant for children.
Yeah. So you get angry at kids' games when you fail in them because they're meant for kids, and you're like, oh well, this should be a lot easier than it is because I'm an adult, and then it's like, fuck. And then it's like you're playing like a modern, like a much harder game that's actually designed for people, you know, of your age, and you're like, ah yes, I'm perfectly content that I died here because I died because I'm stupid. I love that power armored boot to the face.
But no, I can appreciate getting annoyed at dying to that type
He's
of...
clipping through the terrain. See, they shouldn't be able to shoot me because they don't have line of sight or range. That was a joke. Actually, you can't shoot through barriers. They're counted as a -1 to hit because of soft cover.
Okay, but your head would still be.
No, soft cover. You can't shoot through barriers
But there's.
without them being a -1 to hit.
But you're.
Nuh-uh.
Oh God.
I don't even play the game, like the actual tabletop, that much at the moment because I only have one opponent, and my Warhammer club decided to. No one wanted to actually play the game last week. Like literally, the only person playing last week was playing Bolt Action at my wargaming club. Because like no one came last week. I don't know why either. Like, kind of annoying.
Last week was Blue Week, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That was probably why. Oh, I should have done a finisher on that guy. I've got a pubic hair's worth of health left. And everyone else in this room is a shooting. Oh my god, no, you missed the charge, my dude. His charge roll failed. Run, 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 run. Charge! Oh, damn you. Oh, please. Somebody don't, just... I kept hitting the stun button, but they were dying to the stun attack. Oh, life is pain.
Sad times.
Oh, my nose is itchy. Speaking of the tabletop, currently I'm working on a set of obliterators. They're fun. Obliterators can have, obliterators in the older editions that I play have access to so many weapons. It's hilarious. And they say in the rules that you can, if you want to, for added chaos and flavor, randomly roll what weapon they're using on a d6. Which is absolutely peak game design. Because it means you're either going to get a last cannon, or like a fucking really crap weapon for whatever you're doing. To be fair, all of the weapons they have access to are pretty good. I say maybe the heavy bolter is the worst. Because it's like a twin-link plasma gun, a twin-link melter gun, you know, stuff like that. It's good weapons. Oh, I am gonna die. Come here, you. Oh, please. Oh. I got my shit pushed in.
Death.
Yes. Anyway, but no, the obliterators are fun. I put my models that I'm sculpting digitally for them, I put like the last cannons coming out the palms of their power fists, and then they've got like an underslung heavy bolter on one arm, an underslung autocannon on the other, and then a rocket launcher in the shoulder. And then, and then they've got a twin plasma on the back of one of their power fists, and a twin melter on the back of the other power fist, which is fucking cool. It's how you do it, in my opinion, is with obliterators. I know I also made them so they're basically just really big Terminators. I don't like the design that a lot of people use for obliterators, which is where they're like Centurions but chaosy and covered in flesh. Because in the old lore, obliterators were described as being mostly mechanical. So it makes no sense to me that they're fleshy. You know? They shouldn't be fleshy, they should be mostly mechanical, as described. So I want the idea of them being Space Marines that have been mutated with Technovirus kind of vibes. Which is technically what they are. Obliterators are infected with the Obliterator virus, which is a mechanical virus that mutates your body to accommodate for weapons. And you basically just become a living gun. Because, I guess the Chaos Gods just hate having people be normal. And the Iron Warriors have a special connection to the Obliterator virus, so in the old rules they could take more Obliterators than anyone else. With most other legions, well, with all other legions only being able to take one Obliterator squad, they could take up to, they could take as many as they could fit into their full-sword chart. Because full-sword charts were the peak of the game, because they actually limited what you could take in an army, instead of, you know, having it nowadays where you can just have an army that's like 20 tanks.
Oh.
with no penalty for having 20 tanks in your list.
Like, why 20? Why do you want that many? Like,
To
that's
be
just
fair, at the
boring.
current, bear in mind, at the current time, vehicles are the meta. Like, they are the main thing. You do not see infantry on the table at tournaments much anymore.
That's sad.
It's like, but the whole game is focused on infantry. That's why there's like 20 different bloody types of infantry in every goddamn faction. And so much customization for your infantry, but like
There's
the meta
not
is
anymore.
tanks. Well, yeah, or, well, for certain factions there's no customization. For other factions there's actually still a pretty okay amount. But Chaos, man, they've never had it as good as they had it back in 4th edition. 4th edition Chaos was the absolute peak of the faction. Like, it is the... Just having played 4th edition Chaos and just enjoying it, it is genuinely so much better than playing them in any other edition I've played. And for just clarification, I played 5th through to 10th edition prior to playing 4th and 3rd. Like, at the end of 3rd and 3.5 they're pretty good as well, but 4th edition with the 3.5 Codex is just the absolute peak of the faction. Because 3.5 was made for 4th edition, but it wasn't used, it wasn't sold as a 4th edition codex, it was sold as a 3rd edition codex. But it was made for 4th edition. Same goes to the Imperial Guard. Their codex was made for 4th edition. Oh my god, please. What is wrong with me? Why am I sucking so much ass today? Please, Lord, help me. There we go. Got a dude. Pop. Ah, very nice. Fucking hell, there's so many orcs. Oh, free health pack. Lunchables.
Lunchable.
Yeah, so I kept calling the grots Lunchables in my first episode of this playthrough.
Yes, I
I
saw.
just kept calling them Lunchables.
Lunchlies.
No, not Lunchly. No. No.
We're better than
We're better than that.
Lunchables. No, you're not. It's
I'm sorry,
molding.
but Lunchables, like, they may be literal garbage and also not even sold in this country,
No.
but they are better than that.
Any idea of our position?
Oh yeah, we got the music.
Look at him. Look at this bad boy. Why aren't you wearing a helmet, Sergeant?
Let's get out of here and find the Inquisitor.
Look at his little golden booties.
Okay.
Look at him. He's got
I
little golden
see them.
booties. Why are you just so charming, Sidonos?
Because he's got little golden booties.
Oh my god, he's doing the classic tactical rock pose, except for his legs are glitching the fuck out! Sidonos, you appear to have been tainted by the warp. Shame. I shall grant you the Emperor's mercy.
Okay. No, stop.
You can't even shoot at them, by the way, the game doesn't let you.
Why?
Oh, look, watch, hang on.
Okay.
I shot past him.
Okay. We're done.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Going this way. We're gonna go this way, and if it leads to a dead end with no exit, so be it.
That way.
And now we're going this way.
Well, you know you're going in the right direction.
You know you're going in the right direction if you encounter orcs. If you find chaos demons, you've gone too far.
Is it? No, that's Tyranids.
What?
What's the big bad of this?
The bi-
Chaos or...
The big bad of the first game is chaos and orcs, like they're both bad.
Okay.
Right. Okay. This is one of my gripes with the second game. Right. So the Tyranids are very well known for casting a Shadow in the Warp. A Shadow in the Warp that is so violent that most psychers in its presence go fucking so insane that their eyeballs melt and their fucking mouths fill with blood. It's probably not that bad, but it's pretty bad. It's like you know, most Psychers end up exploding from the strain of the Shadow and the Warp when they try and actually use their psychic powers in the Shadow and the Warp.
Okay.
Right? Now, which Chaos Space Marine Legion do you think shows up in the second game, given that you now know that psychic powers are fucking useless because Tyranids basically negate them just by being there?
I don't know. What?
The Thousand Suns.
Okay.
The Psyker Legion.
Okay.
The Thousand Suns, who are literally, well, bar the fact that most of them are actually just dust in armor, all of the surviving non-dust members are Psykers.
Yes, because that so works.
You know, in a war zone full of Tyranids.
Woo!
Bear in mind that Tyranids basically negate most psychic powers. You see how the writers clearly didn't know what the hell they were doing? And why I fundamentally do not like the game? The Legion, who was, like, I'm gonna put it like this as well. Why did they make the Chaos Space Marines usurp the Tyranids as the big bad? The Tyranids are already a massive threat on their own.
They're already a
Right.
bit bad.
In the first game, having the Orcs get usurped by Chaos as the big bad works, because the Orcs, by the point Chaos fully takes over as the villain, are already weakened and starting to break. You know, and the weapon you fire off that ends up summoning Chaos, you fire it off in an attempt to wipe out the Orc invasion, because it's a Xeno Scourge. It's designed to kill anything that isn't human on the entire planet. You know, it's designed to kill the Orcs, all of them, on the entire planet in one shot, but a warp weapon that rips a hole in reality and summons Chaos. Right, so when Chaos usurps as the villain in this game, it works, because it's not an invasion where Chaos wouldn't even be able to manifest properly because of how the enemy works. But then having the Thousand Suns show up, and it's not even like it's just some random no-name Chaos warband like in this game, where it's Nemiroth's Chosen, which is a Chaos warband that has appeared in this game and nothing else. Right? In the second game, it's literally the Thousand Suns, like the actual Thousand Suns.
Whoa.
Which is cool. It's cool to see them and get some representation in the fucking games, because frankly they're the least represented Chaos Legion in any in any of the 40k games until now. But the problem is that they are not the Chaos Legion that should have shown up for this kind of fight. I'm gonna say it, and I hate the fact that I'm gonna say it, because again, I like the fact that the Thousand Suns are in the game, I just don't like how they were used, because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay.
Because of, again, it doesn't make any sense because how Tyranids work. But there is a Legion who I would love to have seen in the game, who, yes, has been in a few games, but hasn't been the central focus of any of those games. And that's the World Eaters. I think the World Eaters would have made a fantastic threat. But do you want to know why they didn't do the World Eaters?
The world.
Because the World Eaters would mean that you'd have to reuse the Chaos Demons from the first game. Because they're Bloodletters, which are Khorne Demons, and the World Eaters are a Khornate Legion. Although you could have also been cool and had the Night Lords be the villain that shows up halfway through the invasion, because they tend to pick on worlds that are in a state of panic already, because that lets their plans of torturing everyone to death kind of go off without a hitch a lot of the time. There's a lot of different ways they could have had Chaos show up and be the proper main villain without it just being this really poorly thought out and not well researched subplot.
Base Marine recognized. Granting access.
Because it's just like, oh, okay, cool. You made the Thousand Suns the villain in an invasion where the Thousand Suns' main attribute is almost useless because psychic powers don't work when Tyranids are around. And again, another thing is the second the Thousand Suns should have shown up, they all should have, the ones that were, again, aren't dust in armor, should have started screaming bloody hell because their heads were starting to melt from the inside out. My phone is going off, I have no idea where it is. Anyway, yeah. It's just... Thousand Suns being the villain is dumb. because of how they are villain. I am screwed. Okay, we're gonna surge and then use the slow-mo ability. You can really tell I was playing on console there. Last cannon. Where the hell is that? Oh. Yay, we killed them all at the cost of almost all of my ammo. Yay! Is there any ammo around here?
No.
Because I have got so little ammo.
No.
Oh, this is bad. Guess we're gonna have to be Space Marines and kill them with the X. Sorry, just the thought came into my mind, right? You know the European guys from Family Guy? Them. It's that Mick take accent, but it's Captain Titus.
Stop. No. No.
It's just funny to me. I just have to think of, I am no heretic.
Okay, calm down.
Yay, munitions, finally. Oh, I've got 2 magazines for my bolter.
That was depressing.
Very bad. Oh, thank God. I just walked into some kind of...
You thought you walked into a death trap.
Yeah, hang on a second. No, wall? Oh, no. Why am I yawning? I'm not tired. I slept until 1 in the afternoon today. Or 11. I don't remember.
11.
Felt like 1 in the afternoon.
It was 11. I wanted you to
I had a
stay-
nightmare that I slept until 1 in the afternoon and woke up from it.
I wanted you to
11.
be asleep until 1.
Well, then you should stop letting me have such a nice sleep pattern of being awoken by you slamming the door to leave the house.
Well, I didn't mean to.
No, I just you know I'm cracked when I was trying to shoot that guy with an unloaded gun. Like the viewer will have seen me just like strafing slightly there, trying to shoot him with a gun that was empty. Ammo, right? There should be ammo for some of my guns. Right, that's yeah. Melter's fully restocked. I've already got a power axe. I could really do with like 5 more ammo crates, but it's okay because I think the whole point of ammo being slightly more scarce on this difficulty is the case, which would make sense. It would, from the context of the fact that it's hard, and therefore it's got to be harder.
What does ammo have to do with it being hard?
Because it means that if you run out of ammo, you've got to fight dudes that you might not want to fight in melee. Think about it.
No.
I understand it, even if you don't.
Good for you, darling. And also there's an ammo.
Yeah, I see it. I keep trying to throw grenades on just a psychological instinct kind of thing. But I don't have any grenades to throw.
No.
Sorry, I love it when they get like fucking physics ended by their own dudes. He hit me with that dollar store chainsword, and I died.
We're at an hour and a half.
That's fun. We're not even halfway through this chapter, I don't think. I think the Inquisitor's like 5 missions. I think we're only on the 3rd.
I don't know.
I know this one ends with you finding, like, with you getting ready to go to the Manufactorum. And then the next section, like, the next part of the game starts up with you doing the cool aerial cavalry charge with the Valkyries. Where you get to, like, ride in the back and fire a machine gun out. Like you're a Vietnam door gunner. It's cool.
You are a Vietnam dog gunner.
A gore gunner? A gore gunner?
Yep.
Okay, we need to teach you English again.
Shut up.
Gore gunner.
Dog gunner.
Oh my god, I need to learn how to fucking aim again. Where is this guy going? Dumbass. Ah. Oh my god, ducking little bugger. And I got no ammo left. Well, good thing we've got this shotgun, even though it's not a shotgun. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Come here, dudes I need to blow up with my guns. And now I need to back the fuck up.
So I've been reading a lot of manhwa.
Yes, your gay hentai.
No,
I know,
it's not
I'm
just
joking,
gay,
I'm just joking.
It's just this. It's not manga because it's not Japanese.
Oh, I made him explode.
Don't forget about the ammo box in that corner.
Yeah, I'm getting these grenades first. Ammo! Ammo, get the fuck out my way, Leandros. Ammo! Oh, yes, 3 shots with my melter. Ooh, actually a decent amount of ammo for my bolter. How nice. How generous. Excuse me, sir, that is incredibly rude to vibe check me like that.
But I decided after obviously my birthday that I would go back to manga.
Right, okay, so you've been reading manga now.
I've been reading a little bit.
Holy god, that is a lot of orcs.
And what annoys me is I don't know why I haven't done this, but I want to get in physical is Say I Love You.
Yeah,
Because I don't know how it's legit my favourite anime.
yeah.
And I don't know why I don't have it in manga.
Honestly, I am surprised by that. I have made a mistake. I am losing the fight.
Oh, I suppose it's an electric shock.
Did you just
On my
tase yourself?
face.
Well done.
I don't know how I did it.
Congratulations. I have no idea how far back it's gonna put me. Oh, my hands are still horrible from the fucking latex burns.
Have you been putting your stuff on?
No, where is it? It's over there. Could you throw it to me?
No.
I'll put it on after the stream. Because I don't want my controller get all clammy.
No.
Thought for the day. Bad checkpoint placement. It's not that I'm bad at the game or anything. Definitely not. What are you doing? What is that
I
noise?
don't know.
Please stop.
No.
You disgrace yourself, son.
You disgrace yourself. You got the king's colours taken.
Did I get the king's colours taken? Well, I'm
Yes.
sorry. That was very dishonourable of me to do
I
that.
know.
I just shot that man in the back. Very anti-honour.
Dishonour on you.
Dishonour on you. Dishonour on your family.
Yep.
Dishonour on your horse.
Yep.
I don't have point.
Dishonour on your wife.
Okay. Strange one to go with.
Anyway, but no.
Hey. Hey. Give me your face, orc. Yeah! Sorry, I love some of the kill animations in this game. They're so good. Oh. Yeah, orcs are firing meteors at the planet filled with orcs. That's what you always love to hear. I really should do some more orcs for my orc army at some point. Like, I mean, it's a nicely sized orc army, but it's only 2,500 points because of the Stomper. You know what I mean? It wouldn't even be 2,500 points. It wouldn't even be 2,000 points without the Stomper.
I want to be 2,000 points.
Now that's how you deal with a horde. Nah.
Nah, I love my orc. Why? Epic.
yes, your epic Orc WoW, which is so massive that where you'd actually buy it as full 40k scale models, you would probably be out around 20 to 30 grand.
I know. Instead,
Because you've got like
paid
400
150.
Orc boys and like 120 trucks. Which is a lot of money.
I think, yeah, it was 100.
But, you know,
give or take.
your epic army is it's tiny, it is minuscule, it fits in 2 boxes.
It does.
If you
And
are
my epic army is non-existent,
Yes.
because I haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
No.
I will, don't worry.
I feel like you won't.
No, I will, I just need to actually get the motivation up to be interested in painting that many fucking 6mm miniatures. I do like painting really small stuff as well. Like, I discovered that recently. I quite like painting really small scale stuff. Because it's got a vibe to it in its own self. Because you'd spend like 3 minutes per entire batch of models painting. Because they go so quickly. But it's, you know, it's that, it's getting the motivation to sit and print out like 300, 400 miniatures. And it's like, yeah, you print them out in large quantities because they're 6mm miniatures, they're tiny. But it's the fact that I'm having to print them. It takes time. He killed the rocket knob. Yeah. So you know you've reached parity with 40k when you can say they killed the rocket knob and not find it funny.
I found your clarification funny though.
What?
I found your add-on funny. I'm hoping that by watching all of the versions of Say I Love You and reading the manga, right?
Yeah.
I've equivalated some good luck.
Okay.
Because that's what I did every year bar last year. Look at last year. I want to get it on DVD, but it's so expensive.
Is it because it's not in production?
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also it's not English. So I need to find I need to find out how you play.
Oh my god, I'm stuck.
How
No.
you play foreign DVDs.
You need a foreign DVD player.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not shitting you.
I thought you could play them on Blu-ray ones.
I think you can on Blu-ray ones. Not sure. So don't quote me on that, because I ain't sure. Now, was that an awkward? No. Yes, there's a dead one on the set, Sam, you observant dumbass. Oh my god, I'm stuck on the terrain.
This is a ±1 to their line of sight. It's half of a thing.
Well, you see, I'm at half range. When I'm like within half range, I should fire faster
Okay,
because rapid fire 1. I should do double damage. Damn. I shoot fleeing enemies in the backs. I have no qualms. I am a war criminal in super armor. Oh, you sly little bitch! Come here! Damn you, I hit the fucking grab button. I wanted his health.
There, Golden said to meet at that monument. This time on top of a mass grave.
Oh, you having a stroke? You heard that, right? He like said he spoke over himself.
Dogan said something about a mass grave.
Yes. No, he said this is the monument where we ought to meet Drogon. And then he started another line about there being a mass grave.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I love it when I get like ambushed at low health and like it is at the stave point is like further back and really bad. So now I've got to kill this flash git. Or Knob. Both are equally annoying. Okay, cool. I need health. I'd really like an orc boy or some grots right now. I could do with some Lunchables.
You're not gonna get any. You're not gonna get any.
Oh look, a big monument. Huh. That's weird. He didn't die! He's a heretic!
Who's a heretic?
Drogon. He's right there. I just
okay,
shot
okay.
through him with a last cannon. Twice. He didn't die, he's a heretic.
Okay.
Because bear in mind, right, he's not even actually alive. He is possessed by a demon.
Inquisitor Drogon, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun by orcs.
You were exposed to the unshielded power source. In a generator room, I saw it. You held raw energy from the warp. How are you
Okay,
still alive?
by what they describe the power source as, it's warpstone,
The stuff of chaos.
which means that the Skaven, like, would want it,
Imperium's blessing.
because it's warpstone.
Blessed work help us against the orcs.
This is why Skaven aren't in 40k, because they would ruin the plot of every single thing involving the warp. Although technically speaking, I think the Skaven could feasibly exist in 40k because they have humans and stuff, but still.
Very well. The power source fuels an experimental weapon at my research facility. The Psychic Scourge.
The psychic
It will
scourge.
destroy
Yeah, it's supposed to kill orcs.
You didn't think too much of this
Sure
scourge
it does.
before. The Psychic Scourge has never been test-fired, Sergeant. If it malfunctions, it could crack this planet in half.
We're out of options. We fire the weapon to take our chances.
The Psychic Scourge
Is that,
at the Calcis facility. My research laboratories.
Okay.
It is a fair distance. We will need transportation. Captain, we aren't far from the plaza where Lieutenant Mira was heading. The Imperial Guard rallied.
Saving
Then we'll have
content.
Valkyries. We can fly to the research facility. Let's find this Imperial Guard outpost.
Yeah, once we, like said, this is the end of chapter 2.
Okay.
So once we finish up this part. But once we get to the final part of this
Yeah.
area, we shall finish up for the night.
If you are injured, return to your quarters. The machine
Because I kind of don't want to stop halfway through a chapter.
Yes.
Especially because the next chapter is only 3 missions.
Yeah, yeah. I get it.
I think it's mildly funny that like Titus uses a last cannon that doesn't have an actual power source connected to it. So when you use a last cannon, normally as a Space Marine, you have to have like a big backpack with extra power in it to fuel the last cannon.
Yeah.
But Titus is just carrying around it without any of the shit you need to actually make it function.
Lovely.
Kind of funny.
Oh, guard mode. Space guard. Guard.
The Space Guard.
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, you're not wrong. High Gothic for the is the Astra Militarum, which literally means space army.
Okay. But guardsman. That's it. Had to think about that. That took far too long.
The Imperial Guard, the most based faction in the entire game.
And we
About
shall
right.
die.
And we shall die like cowards, like your pitiful Imperium. Because I am a Chaos player. He says, knowing full well he plays every faction, but still. I'm getting ahead on Discord.
I'm cold.
It's probably from fucking servers I'm in. Yeah. Oh, no, it's just Eric being a dumbass. Turns out Eric's watching. He's just like, oh.
Oh no, I did. Okay, nah. My brain hurts.
Well, we'll finish up after I kill these boys.
Anyway, I
Well, of course your eyes hurt.
legit, I did speedrun.
You
Persona
played
4.
Persona all day. I'm surprised you haven't got eye strain.
Hello, I've not got ice strain.
Like, I mean literally all day. You've been playing it since probably before I actually woke up.
No. I woke up about half an hour. Then I got dressed. Then I went to the toilet. Then I realised that we didn't have the toilet roll.
Ah, yes.
Then I was like, shit. Then I had a shower.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is justifiable.
Then
I'm
I
trying to
was-
shoot with no ammo
Then
again.
I was like, what time is it? And then it was like 11. Then I was like, oh, Sam's gonna be awake soon. I will go to the shop because I wanted to start play Persona 4 early. Because then I could have probably gotten to my save quite quickly.
Yeah.
So then,
I can't believe we survived that.
Hey, guardsman, can I have that plasma cannon?
then obviously I left the house and you woke up.
Yeah, you slammed the door so loud, I fucking shot up like a bullet.
It wasn't loud, and
It
it wasn't.
was.
It wasn't even that like. It wasn't. I didn't even slam it that hard.
It was loud enough to draw me up from my slumber in a panic.
Yeah, but that's just the door opening and closing.
His orcs see I possess it, not you. They will follow me. Move out.
Anyway,
Which route to the rally point, Guardian?
Bastion Primus is that way, my lord.
Bastion Primus is that way, my lord.
and then I had to deal with the fact that my phone hadn't charged, and that the plug.
Charging cable was being weird because you
Yeah.
had some schmutz in your phone's
Yeah.
charging socket. I don't even know what the hell you put in.
I didn't put anything in there. I legit woke up and it was like that. Oh yeah.
It's Thunderhammer time. Yes.
No knockovers.
Oh. So fun.
Because being an assault marine is the coolest thing. What the fuck?
And then, to be fair, I didn't start until about 1.
Keep at it. The greenskins are
Yeah.
swimming your way, leaving
And I stopped playing at 5, or no, it was 6.
Hmm.
So I was only playing for about 5 hours.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, no, you started at like 11. So
No.
you're playing for like 7 hours of it.
No. It wasn't, I didn't start until like 12.
Oh, right. Okay, well, anyway, you're playing for long enough to give yourself eye strain.
No, proper streaming. And then I jogged my memory to the fact. So yesterday, what annoys me is I jogged my memory to the fact I have actually played the full Persona game, Persona 4 Golden, all the way through.
Yeah.
The fact that I got that ending. It must. Well, you know when I originally played the game,
Yeah.
right? It must have been that so bad that I just
So you
blocked
blocked it
it.
out.
Yeah. Cause legit, I remember getting my Valentine's Day chocolate from Yukiko. I was really happy.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I got like a little itch under my eye. Hello. I want your health, sir. And yours too.
Turns out you take everyone's health.
I could take everyone's health. Give face.
Sometimes this game is jank.
Oh, there's guardsmen up there shooting at them.
I'd love a game where you were playing as a guardsman.
Yeah, I'd like I'm not gonna lie, a Battlefield style game where you play as Imperial Guardsmen would be sick.
Purest concentration.
That would be genuinely enjoyable. You know. Or even a Call of Duty style game. Like, make World at War, but it's Imperial Guard versus Orcs or something. You know? Like, that would be awesome. And I'm surprised they haven't done it. I guess it's because people, like, I guess it's because the people who make the games and stuff probably don't think that people would enjoy a game where you play as a guardsman, even though that is something that everyone would enjoy. You know? Because guardsmen are quite literally the most relatable characters. They are human beings. You are a human being. Ergo, relatable.
Ergo, man is man. And not orc.
Kill this guy quickly. Got him! Got him! Oh, you bugger.
Hey! Can I talk about my quandaries with the live action Say I Love You?
Maybe don't?
I'm gonna do it. Okay, so, as we know, I've been like kind of autismo, being a bit thingy-majig. I have it downloaded now, which is quite good, handy.
Yeah, that is good.
So I can watch it whenever, 10 out of 10. Which means if it goes somewhere, it can't go off of my phone because it's now been downloaded to Google. My Google Drive has like many things that I've downloaded.
Well, it can't be gotten rid of unless Google gets rid of it.
That's really sad if Google ever got rid of my downloads.
But that would be a violation of your user rights.
I think I would cry. There are things in that Google Drive that I just can't get anymore.
Yeah. I have a dumb college film in my one. As in, like, you know, from when I was in college.
Yes, I know.
It's still actually kind of funny. Like, it's not good, but it's funny.
Anyway, but, so, the live action, I feel like, was supposed to be a sequel. There were supposed to be 2 movies, but they
The
only
game
got
is having a
one.
little trouble. Fucking what? Okay.
Is the game good?
Primus command. Walks inside the perimeter. Move to secondary defense positions and hold the line.
Hold the line. Sam.
Yeah, guardsman. I've got one of those. It's for my Iron Warriors. I love basilisks.
Sergeant Sedonis briefed me about the Inquisitor and his doomsday weapon.
Yeah.
Said you require air transport to the Calcus facility.
Yes.
Valkyries are the fastest way to reach it.
I think she comes back in the second game. I'm not sure though. It might just be a random female guardsman, but I think it is supposed to be Lieutenant Mira.
That's nice.
It's time the Imperial Guard brought the fight to the Orcs.
And that is the end of chapter 2.
End of chapter 2.
We're on chapter 3 now, and I'm gonna
Okay.
quit out once chapter 3 loads in.
End of chapter 2.
Ugh.
We did a whole chapter.
Well, yeah. That's how I'm kind of doing it, because I think streaming just a whole chapter is the way to do it, because it's 5 chapters to the game, so that's 5 streams. You know what I mean?
Pilots, this is Lieutenant Mira.
See, if I was actually competent at Dawn of War, I would totally live stream that, but I'm not good at that game, so I'm not gonna. I'm okay at the Dawn of War games. I don't play them competitively, I play them for fun.
Okay. So, that has been the stream.
Das has been the stream.
It was quite fun. Enjoyed watching Space Marine, something I don't normally watch, and learning about Warhammer, which
Is something you've done far too much over your life.
more than I thought I ever would.
Wow, you sound so infused, my love.
But no, that's been quite fun. So, if you did like the stream, please follow so then you can get notified every time we do stream. Most of the time we stream from 8 PM till whenever. Most of the time it's 8 till midnight, but it's cool. And then what else? And we've got a coffee which is currently being run to help support my mom, who has liver failure due to an autoimmune disease, which I found out I now need to go get tested to see if I have said autoimmune disease. Woo! Loving it, like, totally sounds great. So, and then Sam also runs commissions for 3D prints, so part of that will also go towards that, but then obviously you got to pay for postage and stuff like that. Then what else? We now have a YouTube, which I have been keeping on top of archiving past streams. So once there has been a stream, it'll take a couple of days, but it will show up on YouTube now as well. But other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day, evening, morning, or whatever time you're watching. And we will see you on the next one.
Have a good time.